Hi everyone, it's Millie. I want to take a moment to address something that I think is bigger than just me. Something that affects every young woman who grows up under public scrutiny.
Millie Bobby Brown is sick and tired of people criticising her appearance, and now she has called out some journalists by name who have written articles about her.
Millie Bobby Brown has had enough of people constantly making of her looks and has decided to set the record straight about her botched plastic surgery. And guys, she had a lot to say. But instead of ending the drama, this only made things worse. So join me today as we look into why the whole internet is obsessed with how Millie Bobby Brown looks and why this is causing major online beef. Now, as we all know, there are certain celebrities who always just seem to randomly catch hate online for no particular reason every couple of months. We are talking about people like Selena Gomez, Miley Cyrus, the list goes on and on. One person who always seems to make that list is always Millie Bobby Brown. For some reason, people love to hate on her seemingly out of nowhere. And this time is no different. Now, Millie has literally grown up right on our TV screens ever since she made her debut on the first season of Stranger Things, which feels like an eternity ago, even though the show just has 4 seasons. Now, after almost 10 years of seeing Millie grow up in front of millions of people, those same people are now divided on how Millie looks these days. And this fact was on full display recently after Millie was spotted with her sister in LA, and people did not have kind words to say. Y'all, as soon as the photos of her outing were posted, all manner of articles talking about how she looked much older started going viral. Many people were of the opinion that Millie looked more like a mom out with her daughter rather than a 21-year-old out with her 13-year-old sister. The whole internet started comparing her to women in their 40s and 60s, saying that Millie looked like them. Plastic surgeons even started giving their takes on Millie's look. And according to Who Spoke to the Mail Online, he speculated that Millie's look could be down to filler. Now, this is far from the first time Millie has been accused of using fillers in her face. Sometime last year, fans were speculating that her face was getting weighed down by too much filler. Now, because of this, it didn't take long for even more people to bring up the filler debate. In turn, the media outlets that were running the story about how she looked like her sister's mom ran even more stories about her looks. All these seemed to get to a point where Millie couldn't handle it anymore, and she decided to go onto her Instagram and call out every media outlet talking about her looks. In a lengthy post, Millie said, "I want to take a moment to address something that I think is bigger than just me, something that affects every young woman who grows up under public scrutiny. I think it's necessary to speak up about this. I started in this industry when I was 10 years old. I grew up in front of the world, and for some reason, people can't seem to grow with me. Instead, they act like I'm supposed to stay frozen in time, like I should still look the way I did on Stranger Things Season 1. And because I don't, I'm now a target. Let's talk about the articles, the headlines, the people who are so desperate to tear young women down. Why are Genzers like Millie Bobby Brown aging so badly?" by Lydia Hawkins. "What has Millie Bobby Brown done to her face?" by John Ely. Millie Bobby Brown, mistaken for someone's mom as she guides younger sister Ava through LA by Cassie Carpenter. Little Britain's Matt Lucas takes savage swipe at Millie Bobby Brown's new mommy makeover look, written by Bethan Edwards, amplifying an insult rather than questioning why a grown man is mocking a young woman's appearance. This isn't journalism, this is bullying. The fact that adult writers are spending their time dissecting my face, my body, my choices, it's disturbing. The fact that some of these articles are written by women, even worse. We always talk about supporting and uplifting young women, but when the time comes, it seems easier to tear them down for clicks. Disillusioned people can't handle seeing a girl become a woman on her terms, not theirs. I refuse to apologize for growing up. I refuse to make myself smaller to fit the unrealistic expectations of people who can't handle seeing a girl become a woman. I will not be shamed for how I look, how I dress, or how I present myself. We have become a society where it's so much easier to criticize than it is to pay a compliment. Why is the knee-jerk reaction to say something horrible rather than to say something nice? If you have a problem with that, I have to wonder, What is it that actually makes you so uncomfortable? Let's do better. Not just for me, but for every young girl who deserves to grow up without fear of being torn apart for simply existing. Now, after dropping such a powerful statement, a lot of people shared their support for Millie. Bravo, Mills. Your grace, intelligence, and strength shine through always. You are so loved. Thank you for your courage to stand in your power, your light, and leading my example of what growing up actually looks like. The maturity and grace is undeniable in how you address this. Adore you. Millie, I love you. Your voice is so powerful and your heart is so beautiful. This is such an important message. Thank you for reminding girls and women how important it is to not only stand up for ourselves, but for each other. Right on. Millie, so beautifully and perfectly articulated. You are so right about everything you said. And while no human being should have their looks or their weight critiqued or commented about, I would say that is especially true for someone like yourself who works hard and is an inspiration and role model to so many. I was very impressed by your post, and I think it will definitely make a difference. And BTW, just for the record, you are beautiful, and this post is a reminder that you are beautiful on the inside as well. Even the official Instagram account left Millie a message showing their support for her. And on top of that, British Vogue also dropped an article calling out everyone who was bashing Millie for her looks titled, "No one cares how old you think Millie Bobby Brown looks." Now, the author of this had some pretty strong opinions on this whole issue. At one point, the article highlighted some pretty shocking facts, saying, "This obsession with women and their age is a form of misogyny. Beyond that, it's boring." Millie Bobby Brown is an award-winning actor with several blockbuster roles under her belt. We should be applauding the achievements and precocious talent of this still extremely young star, and be mindful of the fact she was a child when she entered the spotlight, not cruelly dissecting her appearance. Rumors are circulating that Brown could be set to play Britney Spears, who suffered a breakdown in the harsh glare of the tabloid spotlight in the noughties, in a forthcoming biopic. How depressing that, when it comes to the treatment of young women in the public eye, we clearly still have so far to go. However, even after thousands and thousands of people came to show their support for Millie, the internet is still the internet, and once people get an opportunity to hate on a celeb, they will take full advantage of it. Just take a look at some of these comments. In plenty of pictures, she looks much older because whoever is doing her makeup isn't doing a good job of it. She needs a better makeup artist. Bingo. She does not look naturally older as this video shows. She only looks older at events because she seems to employ the glam squad of a Jersey mob wife. Wish her nothing but the best, though. She will inevitably be an actress closely identified with many people's childhoods. She really doesn't look much older, though, that's the thing. She just has on unflattering makeup, but that doesn't age her by 10-20 years like many people are suggesting. And people aren't just mentioning her makeup and her clothes, they are just speaking about her appearance in general and saying she looks bad and old. Nobody has criticized her body. They are 100% reacting to the fact that her hair and makeup make her look like she's in her 40s. Millie might want to pretend these observations are criticisms of her body because it generates more sympathy and is less embarrassing than admitting she looks like a little girl that got into grandma's makeup and wigs. There's a post from a few weeks ago where she has brunette hair styled straight with less makeup, and she looks totally her age. I've seen several of her recent posts come across my feed and had the same gut reaction as every other person. It's not her face, and I'm not even sure she has any work done. It's almost entirely how she's doing her makeup and hair. The first post of her birthday and a birthday cake, multiple people said she looked like Tori Spelling. The makeup made her look older. I found myself Googling whether she chain smokes cigarettes. Doesn't seem to be the case. The second post, she was at an awards gala with a hairstyle you expect to see on an old housewife. Most the comments seemed directed at her hair and makeup stylist, wondering why she was choosing to look like that. If you pull up her Instagram, you'll see pics of her from not long ago styled differently, and she totally looks her age. I think the other part of it is that she's been frequently labeled as an egomaniac diva behind the scenes. So people want to cut her down. Y'all, now after all this back and forth drama and Millie trying to put an end to all the debate, the internet has seemingly pivoted and are now saying that it's not Millie's face that's their issue. It's that her makeup and her aesthetic is that of a 40-year-old. Anyways, what do y'all think? Is the issue Millie using fillers, or that her aesthetic seems to be that of a much older person? Or should we all just concentrate on the struggles of our own lives? Let me know your opinions in the comments. Till next time, bye.